Why do so many students achieve massive success while others struggle, even when they study so much harder than them? Most people think IQ, talent, or luck, but that's far from the truth. Success follows clear principles, and those who apply them get extraordinary results. If you're a student who want to secure higher, learn faster, and achieve more in life, this episode is for you. Today, I'll share the 6 powerful principles that top students follow, principles that can skyrocket your academic success. Stick with me till the end, and I'll show you exactly what to do to level up your results. Let's dive in. If you don't have clear destinations, you'll waste time wandering. Many students say, I want good marks, but that's not the clear result. Successful students define their goal clearly. I will score 90% board exams. I'll finish my syllabus by October. I will revise each subject at least 3 times before exams. Why does this work? Because clarity creates focus. Without focus, distraction takes over. Think of it like Google Maps. If you don't enter a specific destinations, you'll never reach the right place. Write down your exact academic goal for this year. Don't just say, I want good grades. Be specific about what you want and when you want it. Principle number 2. Motivation is temporary. Systems create lasting success. Most people think to wait for motivation to study, but motivation comes and goes. The real secret, toppers don't depend on motivation, they depend on systems. What does this mean? They have a fixed study routine so that they study even when they don't feel like. They remove decision fatigue by planning their study time, breaks, and revisions in advance. They don't ask, should I study now? They already know the answer. A student who says, I'll study when it feels like, they keep delaying. A student who says, every day I wake up at 5 pm, I study for 2 hours, no excuses, stays ahead. Here's your action step for today. Let us set a fixed study schedule, make it a habit, not a choice. The way you learn determines how fast you succeed. Many students struggle because they rely on just one way of learning, but the best students explore different perspectives to understand concepts better. Instead of just struggling alone, they ask themselves, how can I make this topic easier to understand? What extra resources can I reinforce when I've learned it? Which explanations or techniques help me to grasp concepts faster? Success isn't about studying harder, it's about studying smarter. Toppers don't limit themselves, they use additional resources like reference books, revision guides, education resources, group discussions to clarify doubts. Here's the action step. Find one additional learning method to strengthen your understanding. It could be a well explained video, a discussion group, or different book to reinforce what you have learned. Principle number 4. Execution beats information. Knowledge without action is useless. A big mistake students make, they keep consuming knowledge but never apply it. Watching videos, reading notes, attending classes, none of these matter unless you can recall and use it. Ask yourself, can I explain this concept without looking at my notes? Can I solve questions on a topic without hints? Can I recall this after a week? If the answer is no, you haven't really learned it. A student watches a math solution and thinks, I understand it. But when they try to solve it on their own, they get stuck. Another student practices it repeatedly until they can solve it without help. Here's the action step. After learning something new, test yourself immediately. Write it down, recall it, or teach it to someone else. Principle number 5. Surround yourself with growth minded people. Your environment shapes your future. If your friends waste time, you'll start wasting time too. If your friends are focused and ambitious, they will push you to do better. It's not about cutting off friends, it's about choosing who influences your mindset. A student surrounded by focused classmates feels motivated to study. A student surrounded by lazy and distracted people finds it hard to focus. Who you spend time with affects your habits, attitude, and results. Here's your action step. Find at least one person who pushes you to growth. Someone who is serious about success. Principle number 6. The 1% rule. Small wins every day. Success isn't about big efforts, it's about small, consistent progress. Many students make this mistake of thinking, I study for 10 hours next week, but that never comes. The real secret is small daily improvements. If you improve just 1% every day, you'll be 37 times better in a year. Instead of just cramming, do a little bit every day. A student who studies 30 minutes daily is more consistent than those who study 5 hours a week and then burns out. Think of a water bottle drop falling on a stone. One drop doesn't nothing, but over time it carves into a rock. Pick one small habit you can do every day, whether it's revising for 20 minutes, solving 5 extra questions, or waking up 30 minutes earlier. Success isn't about talent or luck, it's about system, habits, and the right mindset. Now, here's my question for you. Which of these 6 principles will you apply first? Send me a DM or comment with your biggest takeaway. And if the episode helped you, share it with your friends who needed to hear it. Remember, success is a system, not a luck. Stick to these principles and results will follow. More power to you. See you in the next episode.